Okay, so I'm now gonna try my best to explain what this is, how I came up with it, and possible uses for it in the future. So, the main inspiration that I got from this is rolling in Tetris. Or if you don't know what rolling is, I'll just grab something random. Here's a calculator. The Tetris players, they put their controller like this, and then they set their finger up in front of the D-pad, and then they take their hand and they roll it one finger after the other into the back, something like this. I've seen them do it. I can't do it myself. I don't even know if this is like completely accurate to the technique, but it kind of looks like that, and it creates 5 inputs. And I was also thinking about the long-standing debate between pointer, middle, pointer, and middle, pointer, middle. And the insight that I got from, like, I would call him a physiology professional, is that because of the way we grab things with our hands, it's more natural for our hands to fold in like this than it is the other way. Like if you just do this right now, if you take your hand, you put it flat, you go like this, and then you try to do it the other way, you feel strain up here in your tendons. Like, it's very uncomfortable to do it like this. So, based on this logic, theoretically, if you could use 3 fingers on your mouse in this kind of motion, that should be the fastest way to do 3 bursts in Speed Builders. But then the question becomes, how exactly do you do that? Because the problem with this, and you'll see this in the in-game but not in the phone, is that when you do this, you're obviously not getting 3 clicks, because the way that your fingers come up and off. I mean, sometimes you can get a 3 burst with it, but for the most part, if you're like aiming really on the mouse button, you're only going to get 2 clicks, because of the time that it takes to lift up your fingers. So the idea for this click pattern is, what if we do it like a double click? Like, not like a double click, I mean a 2 burst, sorry, like that. Like 1, 2. But we find a way to take the 3rd finger, which is the ring finger, and get it off of the mouse right after you use it, so that's no longer clicking. So my concept with this 3 burst is essentially, you take your hand, you push your palm down really hard, and make sure that the camera version here sees this, and you take your ring finger, and you click the corner, and after you're done clicking, you slide off, like that. And after you do the slide off, you can just do the 2 bursts like normal, so it looks like click, slide, 1, 2, click, slide, 1, 2. And I've been practicing this for a little bit. You can you can hear the way that it sounds on the microphone. It sounds very promising to me. If you practice this for a long time, I think you can get really fast. I'll post a clip now of me flawlessing the 7x3, getting 1.6. And I also have a clip that I'll post as well, doing that but a little bit slower, at like a 2.1 with like the controlled version of 3 bursts. So you can see both those side by side and kind of what they look like and what they sound like on the microphone. The last thing that I'm going to mention is that aiming, I've only been practicing this for 2 days. Aiming this, so hard. I can imagine a world, you know, where you're doing 3 bursts with it, like this. But like the practice that's going to take to get that super consistent, crazy. And I don't know if holding your mouse like this, like just like pushing your palm down so hard, will ever really be tenable for in-game. So there are problems with it. But in my opinion, I think clicking like this is extremely, extremely promising. And I'm excited to see what people do with it. So, yep.